these fighters. After 12 rounds of action here in Cardiff, Wales, we go to the judges' scorecards. Alex Levin, 116, 111, Rakhimov. Pavel Cordini, 115, 112, Cordina. Phil Edwards, 114, 113 for your winner by split decision. And the new Earthquake Champion of the world, the Welsh Wizard, Cordina.
Let's stop right there. That was actually a really good fight, a way better fight than I expected it to be. It's just a little bit before 7 p.m. here on the East Coast, April the 22nd, 2023. In about less than an hour or so, about a little over an hour actually, the pay-per-view portion of Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia is going to be starting. So earlier in the day on the Zone, by the way, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia is going to be on the Zone pay-per-view and also on Showtime pay-per-view. But the Zone had a card earlier today with Joe Cordina, now 16-0 with 9 KOs, winning the IBF. What happened to that? He's defending the IBF, or is he? What happened with this situation? Can somebody explain it to me? I don't remember. Is he defending? I'm pretty sure he's defending, right? Well, anyway, IBF 130-pound title, defeating Lord, I always butcher his first name, but let's just call him Rakhimov. The fight took place over in Cardiff, right? Joe Calzaghe was there. Put it this way, it was a nice, solid card. I wasn't bored. I wasn't like, all right, let me go down and, I actually I came in during the Zelfa Barrett fight against Jason Schwartz. Don't even have the results up here. Sandy Ryan had defeated Marie Hole to win her first world title, the WBO. Sky Nicholson got a win, and she just got to turn it up. She's just so lackluster. But the main event was actually really exciting. Rakhimov was taking some big shots, went down early in the fight in round number 2. And I do admit, I thought he was cooked personally. And look, like he still came back and was doing really well. Here's him hitting with a stiff jab.
See that shot?
Like jab, like hook, but more of a jab.
See that
like
shot?
A lead one. So
with that shot, the right hand come firing over, and he had the Welshman exactly.
But there was a few times where he did have him hurt, or not hurt. I'm gonna say he had Joe Cordina in some trouble. But Joe Cordina, he's got some balls on him, man. Let's go look at the division before I talk about my man Alan Babbage in my next video. This division is all over the place. O'Shaquie Foster beat Ray Vargas at 130 pounds to win the WBC title. Hector Luis Garcia still has his 130-pound title after fighting Tank Davis in Tank Davis's last fight last year. That was in January of this year. That was at 135, but he has his 130-pound title. And then you have Emmanuel Navarrete, who's the WBO. Now, in the post-fight interview, which we're going to listen to, he wants a unification. But Eddie Hearn can't promise that because basically the division is all over the place. By the way, Rakhimov was like bawling his eyes out, like crying over in a corner while they were singing. Here, let me see if I can find you the clip. Like he was hurting big time as the crowd was like singing. Damn.
Absolutely hard.
Damn. Like he was heartbroken and he was like sobbing for a little minute. Here, let's listen to the post-fight interview.
Joe, last year you became world champion with knockout of the year. This year you did it with what might be fight of the year. Either way, you did it again.
Yeah, obviously, I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you to everyone who turned out today. It's made this moment a special, special night for me. Two-time world champion. Get in there.
I think we sensed that he was the kind of fighter that might bring out the dog that all of your campmates know is in you. Sometimes a slick fighter like you doesn't always have to show that, but you had to show it tonight. Just a word on the man that was opposite you in the ring tonight.
Yeah, he's a tough fighter, but as the people in my gym know, Tony knows, I'm an hard motherfucker, and excuse my language, but that's how I felt tonight. I just felt fucking that no one could beat me on this tonight.
Well, I've been told to apologise for the language there, even though we just watched two guys punch each other's heads in for 12 rounds. You both got hurt in that fight, didn't you? Be honest with me there. How hurt were you? And were you surprised at his powers of recovery after you dropped him?
Yeah, the first round he come and started sinking straight hands to the left hand to the body, and I thought, fucking hell, he can punch. And then, sorry for the language, my emotions are running high, but and he caught me with a good shot in middle of the rounds. But I'm fit. I've been grafting. Tony will tell you, he put me through my paces, his camp, and there was no way he was beating me tonight. No chance.
Tony, every time I speak to one of your fighters, they couldn't speak more highly of you. You're a man that doesn't like to take credit, doesn't like the spotlight, but this must be a massively proud moment for you as well.
Yeah, we always knew Rakhimov was going to be a really hard fight. You've seen him in all his other fights. He's a world-class operator, world champion. There's always going to be a difficult fight, but Joe got in the trenches there. He stuck in there. He caught him some lovely shots. At times I thought he was going to get him out of there, but fair play to Rakhimov. He hung in there, and I thought Joe was more of a clear winner than the cards.
Well, congratulations, Tony and Joe. Eddie, if you'd just like to step in for a moment. Razor thin, probably the knockdown that won it for him on one of the cards. Any chance of rerunning that?
No, look, I felt like he won the fight. And I tell you now, Welsh boxing was on his shoulders tonight. All the young kids that were on the undercard, I tell you, this is just the start of what we're going to do for Joe Cordina in Wales. The crowd tonight, unbelievable. They got him through the fight when times were hard. He's the first ever two-time world champion from Wales, and he has beaten two champions. He's taken the belt off two champions back to back. And now he's going to go on. He's got big fights domestically. He wants to unify the division as well. And a quick word for Tony Sims as well. It's been a tough 6 months, tough 7 months for everybody. He's had a lot of stick. One of the best men in the sport, one of the best trainers in the sport, one of the most honest people in the sport. These two are a great team, and they both deserve this victory tonight. Joe Cordina should be a hero in this country, and this is just a beginning for him.
Joe, final question for you. There's been a lot of divisional landscape change at 130 pounds. Got Navarrete and Oshaki Foster and Garcia too. Anybody you got in the crosshairs?
Any single one of them. Anyone who's got a belt, I'm happy to share the ring with. I want all the belts. Obviously, they want all the belts. Let's do it.
All right, Joe. Many congratulations.
I got 3 questions ready. Unify next, yes or no answer? Unification next, yes or no?
Unification, Cardiff City Stadium. Let's do it.
Lovely. Second question. It was Cardiff City Stadium or Cardiff Castle. So there you've answered that one. Third one. Am I getting my Rolex? Am I getting my Rolex? Yes or no?
Probably. Not the one with the gold face. Take it easy on me.
Well, I'm a 2-time world champion now. You should have got me on the last one, but this one, double up.
Oh, the Rolex is on me. Let's go, baby.
Listen, I'm only joking. Come on.
He's a man of his word. Joe Cordina, 2-time world champion. Many congratulations.
So I got a chance to look it up, and I do remember this. He was injured, and he was stripped. And the IBF can be really, really strict when they want to. Let's not talk about the Errol Spence situation. But, the IBF is really strict, so he got stripped and then won the belt back. Now, going back to what I was saying earlier, you know what? PBC has been sending their fighters out and has been open to making fights with other promoters. I mean, look, hell, you got Stephen Fulton going to Japan. So, you know what? I won't be surprised if we can see Oshaki Foster or Hector Luis Garcia versus Rakhimov. Emmanuel Navarrete, they're still trying to build him up against Oscar Valdez. So I'm not quite sure of that just yet. But I'm not counting out a fight between Cordina and Rakhimov. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Take your time out. Like the video. I'm going to get ready to do a little bit of food prep and get ready for the big fight tonight. Thanks for watching.